angry Manchester United legends could scare away potential successors to Erik Ten Hag, reports say. Pressure is mounting on Ten Hag and he has come under heavy scrutiny from former United players.
Michael Owen called on Ten Hag to be sacked, with Paul Scholes agreeing that assistant coach Steve McLaren should replace the Dutchman. Ex-United captain Rio Ferdinand was also critical of his former club after the 4-0 hammering at Crystal Palace.
Sun Sport revealed that the Old Trafford hierarchy do not plan on axing Ten Hag before the end of the season. It means he would be in charge for the FA Cup final against rival City on May 25 at Wembley.
Read more on Man Utd bikers agony. Nicky Butt never said sorry after he smashed my leg in accident, says biker. Eurovision play our bracket challenge game for free ahead of this summer's Euros. But replacements are believed to be drawn up behind the scenes, with the likes of Thomas Tuchel, Zinedine Zidane and Gareth Southgate linked. Although the Telegraph say at least two potential candidates for the United job have concerns over the constant criticism from ex-players.
But ultimately, it would not prevent them from taking over at Old Trafford. Gary Neville, Roy Keane, Ferdinand, Scholes and Owen, who all have TV punditry gigs, are among the most strongly opinionated retired players. Most read in football bikers agony. Nicky Butt never said sorry after he smashed my leg in accident, says biker all at bay. Ten Hag loses job offer just hours after Man Utd's 4-0 mauling at Crystal Palace. Silver lining silver announced by Old Club just days after Chelsea confirms star's exit. Shane Star, ex-Manchester City star, arrested after refusing to pay child support to ex-pundits. Verdict on Ten Hag's future. Where do the pundits stand on Erik Ten Hag's Manchester United future? Michael Owen: he has to go. He cannot, simply cannot, manage this team next season.
H is not good enough. Teddy Sheringham might stay if he wins cup but should go if United win the FA Cup. He could stay. But, for me, changes are needed and United need to get it done sooner than later.
Jamie Carragher: sacked. I don't see how Erik Ten Hag stays. It's just performance after performance. Gary Neville: stay if he wins the FA Cup. To sack a manager who's won 2 trophies in his first 2 seasons at the club, I think would be extreme.
Louis Saha: on the fence. I don't see it as clearly, but they need changes from the players, but they need changes from him as well. Alan Shearer: sacked. I believe the future of the Man United manager is already determined.
Even if they win the FA Cup, I think H is gone. Casino special: best casino welcome offers. And Owen called for Ten Hag's sacking on Premier League Productions. I've said it for a long time that Ten Hag is not the right man for this job. I've been saying it for ages and ages. He cannot, simply cannot, manage the team next season. I almost wonder now. They've got a cup final and they've got a few important games that could mean European football next year or not.
At some point you've got to make a decision. They're going to get absolutely hammered by Manchester City, They're going to get annihilated. In fact, Arsenal will smash them to bits at Old Trafford. Newcastle will probably beat them, and I wouldn't even fancy them going to Brighton either.
They might not get anything out of the rest of the season, playing like that. I just wonder, there's just so much at stake. Even if it's only for 4 games, I wonder whether the board might just have to try to do something here and now and be quite radical about it. He cannot, simply cannot, manage this team next season. He's not good enough. I've thought it for ages, and he's just not good enough to manage Manchester United.
Man United legend's most cutting criticism. Paul Scholes, after defeat to Crystal Palace, I felt he might get another year and work for a club that has calmed down a little bit by the new owners, but it just doesn't feel like it now. It's quite plain to see it feels like borrowed time. Gary Neville, after victory over Brentford, that was a dismal effort in an attempt to play football, in an attempt to work as hard as you possibly can.
When you give the ball away, their reaction is non-existent. They really are one of the worst teams out of possession. Roy Keane after victory over Everton. He's giving toffee out there to Bruno for passing on the ball for the penalty.
Absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish coming out with that. Manchester United are 6th now. If you went back a few years, if you were 6th, you'd be embarrassed. Michael Owen, after defeat to Crystal Palace. I've said it for a long time that Ten Hag is not the right man for this job. I've been saying it for ages and ages.
He cannot, simply cannot, manage the team next season. Man Utd's next managerial candidates. Thomas Tuchel. The German won the Bundesliga in his first season with Bayern Munich, but his fortunes soon turned. Bayern relinquished the title to Xabi Alonso's brilliant Bayer Leverkusen after Tuchel in February announced he would leave the club.
Tuchel, who won the Champions League with Chelsea in 2021, is believed to favour a return to England. Gareth Southgate. The England boss deal is up in December and he has refused to entertain an extension ahead of this summer's Euros.
It has led to speculation that Southgate could be preparing to move on from his Three Lions role. And as revealed by Sun Sport, he is admired by the United board. Zinedine Zidane. The French legend has been out of a job since leaving Real Madrid for the second time in 2021.
He has been linked with the United job before, but in 2022 revealed his lack of English speaking prevented him from the move. Zidane is believed to want to manage France one day, but he remains linked with the United job.
Graham Potter made his name at Brighton and replaced Tuchel at Chelsea in 2022, but he was sacked after less than 7 months in charge. Read more. Sun T.S.F. start Love Island couple confirm they're back together in surprise statement. Not kidding, my uber-religious parents were horrified when I got pregnant with twins at 15. New United owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe is a big admirer of Potter. who has also been linked with the England job, with talks taking place between the two.
Potter is yet to return to management and has turned down approaches to leave the door open for United.